Good morning guys, welcome to another video. In today's video we're going to do a full face of makeup using the blush and bronzer brush. I always get tongue-tied saying this brush name, so we will call it the B squared brush. First things first, like I always start out with my makeup, I have a freshly washed face. I washed it last night, put on moisturizer, and then put on sunscreen, let it sit for a little bit, and now I'm ready to apply my full face of makeup. So I like to start with this NYX spray. It's the Bear With Me spray. It's a primer and setting spray in one. It's a super fine mist, so I use a lot of it to get on my face. And this is just going to provide like a sticky surface for the makeup to stick on, so it's not sliding around all day and it just stays put. If you are concerned about cream makeup and if it'll work for your skin, it works for a whole bunch of skin types. It's just dependent on how you prime and set your face. If you have a more oily face, then I recommend priming it with a spray like that, or a like a gel primer. And if you need to set it, then I would set it with powder. But if you are dry, you can also use that spray and it'll help just kind of wake up your face and add like a nice moisture to it before you add your makeup. So if you have any questions about whether or not this makeup's gonna work for you, then message me and I will help you figure out a routine. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get started. This is my mini double decker. It holds 6 tins on top and 6 tins on bottom. So on the top I have my highlight and my contour colors, and on the bottom I have my lip and cheek colors, my illuminator, and my bronzer. Today is the B squared brush full application day. There's actually 2 different ways that you can apply using this brush, and I'm going to show you probably the easiest way, where you just use this and a sponge. You can apply this makeup using your finger by just tapping in with your finger and then placing it in the areas, almost looking like a cheetah, and then buffing it in. So I'm just going to show you by dipping into the tin first and then buffing it all together. So I'm gonna start with my contour color. This is the contour color Olive. And with this contour, I place it in the letter 3. Since my forehead is tall and wide, I place this contour up on the top of my forehead and right above my eyebrows around my temples to kind of bring that shadow down, and so the light stays in the center of my face. With the contour, it can be a little bit of like a thicker formula, so just tap it in, get some on the brush, and if you want to do your contour and have like a more defined line, pinch it and draw that line out, okay? Where you put your contour is feel for those cheekbones, and then right where it starts to hollow, you just place it. So just right where it creates that natural shadow. And then I'll go ahead and take it down on my jawline, blend down. Again, I'm just doing like one tap into my palette. I'm not swiping or like dragging the brush into the product. You don't want to get too much product on your brush, otherwise it's gonna cake on your face. And this makeup does not get cakey unless you put way too much product on. Okay, so now that I have my contour on, I put this on first so y'all can see that it does cover up this redness. It is a foundation color with full coverage. And now I'm just gonna swirl into these 2 tins. I'm in between colors right now, so I have to use 2 different colors to match my face, which is fine. makes it easy. Just tap it in and I just buff it on. This is going to give you a really light coverage because the bristles are more separated. They're not as densely packed as like the Buffy brush or the detail hack brush or the 30-second hack brush. So I'm just applying this all over. And that's it. So now that I have the highlight and the contour in, I'm just gonna go ahead and buff the contour a little bit and blend those contour and highlight lines together. For your cheek contour, just blend up. Okay, a little bit more on my nose right here. Okay, so this is just highlight and contour. If you have a brightening highlight, you can still use the same brush with the smaller side of the brush, and you're just going to dip it in and go ahead and just apply that. These bristles are so soft, so it's gonna feel really good applying underneath your lower lid or your lower lash line. Okay, and then you can just put a little bit right here. And I'm just kind of swirling. Nothing too fancy. If you want to go ahead and do your nose contour, you can also do the same trick by just dipping it in and squeezing it. And then making those lines. So easy. Okay. And I'll just go ahead and blend a little bit, blend down. And I'll take my finger into that brightening highlight and just drag that down my nose to help further define my nose contour. Easy peasy. All right, so now I'm gonna go down into the lower part of my compact. I'm gonna buff it a little bit more, just using the fluffy end. Okay, so I'm gonna go down into the lower part of my compact and dip into my color, my lip and cheek color called Plum, and I'm using the smaller end of the brush still. And I like to create like a smiley face. And look at how pretty the color it adds to my face. Such a beautiful blush color. Plum is one of my favorites. It stays in rotation for me. Okay, and then it's also a lip color. So it's gonna go right here on my lips. And then I like to use Summer Love right on top of that since it's a gloss. Okay, and now I guess I'm just gonna add Illuminator. I'll use my finger. It's so easy. There's no right or wrong way to do this, honestly. All right, so since it is a blush and bronzer brush, I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all how I use bronzer. So this is my full face hack. My bronzer right here, it is Bella Bronzer. It's a cream bronzer. It is the perfect color for a bronzer because it does not turn you orange. It is like a true bronze brown, and it is a matte. So I have it next to Glow Illuminator, and I just swirl these two tints together, and I like to add that on the top of my forehead, right here, on my cheek, just like on the top of my cheek, a little bit down here. And then you see how it's like not matching my neck very well. So I go ahead and just add the Bella Bronzer down my neck. It really makes a big difference. It is a very pretty brown color, and y'all can see like it is not orange at all. So if y'all don't have Bella Bronzer and you don't have this brush, there is a tab in my website under the collections tab, and you can buy the Bella Bronzer, the cream bronzer, this tin for $14 and this brush for $36, but it's with the collection together, it is $10 off, so it's only $40. Okay, so I'll go ahead and fill in my eyebrows while we're here. I use a different contour color called Astoria to fill in my eyebrows. This is the Hotline brush. And you'll see how quick it is to do this. So these creams are very, very versatile. You can use them for a lot. There you go, easy peasy. Awesome, okay, and that is it, y'all, so easy. If you are oily or you're dry, definitely set your face with this, with a spray. And then use your sponge to buff it all out. And then use your powder. So if you're dry, if you have dry skin, stop here. If you have oily skin or combo skin, or if you feel like you just get oily in certain spots throughout the day when you apply your makeup, grab a translucent setting powder. This isn't gonna add any color to your face makeup. It dries or it sets clear and apply it where you would normally get oily. So for me, that's on the top of my forehead, around my nose, and on my chin. So I just kind of take the excess of the powder on my sponge and put it under my eye. If you guys have issues with eye creasing, message me. I will help you get through it. There's several different ways to help with eye creasing. It could be a color problem. It could be the way you set it. But one of the main issues with under eye creasing can be how you take care of your skin. So it could be a skincare issue. Just message me. Okay, this is the final look, guys. What do y'all think? Isn't it pretty? This is the B squared brush. If y'all don't have it, go ahead and grab it, and then you can go ahead and grab the Bella bronzer too. You get 2 and you save 10 bucks with this bundle. It is the Bella bundle under collections, but this brush is originally $36. You can use this side for powder, you can use this side for bronzer, you can use this side for your full face. So go ahead and grab it. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.